Jeff Smith has been on a journey to try to transform music and make it possible for all of us to be creatively expressive for his whole life. He started out as a piano savant, and then he went on as a computer programmer to start two incredible companies in the Valley. And then after his second exit, you were taking a brief sabbatical, weren't you, Jeff? And he had this crazy idea that maybe he could help everybody find their creative self, that they could perform music in ways that would allow them to reach a deeper part of their heart. And you're just 100 yards away here sitting on the couch talking about this startup
Yes.
8 or 9 years ago, I guess. Jeff's been on an amazing journey where he's started to apply data science to really understand what makes music work for people and how, in how many nations now?
All of them.
Yeah, I mean, how far distributed? There are 20 million songs a day that are performed on the Smule platform. Tencent described Jeff as the Steve Jobs of music. He's creating a Netflix for creative expression around music and what you're able to contribute, regardless of talent, frankly, regardless of skill, and allowing people to interact with each other. Can we give a big round of applause for Jeff, what he's doing creatively for the world? It's meant so much to us to see what you've been able to do. Tell us a little bit about that journey. How did that happen for you? How did you decide that this was an important step to take?
Well, thank you, Mark, and thanks to the host. What a wonderful setting.
Yeah, the full moon is passing here.
How
It's
precious.
an amazing night.
Let me digress for a moment. I met Mark when I was a CEO of a public company during a difficult time in the industry.
I got a call from the board.
This is circa 2002, 2003, and I'm sitting down with my board of directors, and they're saying, "Hi, we love you, but we think you need a coach."
That's a good thing. Coach, good. There's nothing to fix here.
Right. And they were right. And I went through my first 360 review with Mark, and I still dream about it. I remember Mark saying, I was looking at him because I didn't have a reference point. I said, "How is this?" And he goes, "It's not very good." Right? And that's when I started Smule. I said, "Mark, can you come help me? Can you come be an advisor and work with me and the team? I think we need you." I certainly do.
Oh.
But back to the question, maybe this world needs more art.
Now, this is coming from a person who is undergrad, graduate school, Stanford, computer science, and then now really created the first digital data science platform for music. Truly. And
yeah, so at Stanford, at Karma Center for Computer Research and Music and Acoustics, where I did my PhD while running Smule, and that wasn't wise. It eventually worked out.
You can do it, Bon.
But we're developing a curriculum to try to bring science and statistics to the study of why people engage in art, with the goal of getting more people to engage in art. And specifically with music, it's so easy to listen and stream, and there's so many amazing recordings. But if you went back before Edison and the recording cylinder, what would you do to experience music? And so maybe the past 120 years, our music literacy hasn't grown so much, but maybe it's intrinsic. It's part of who we are. And so part of this curriculum at Stanford is to try to untouch or tap that and discover what it truly is that motivates people to engage and not just consume, but create. And why are people inhibited? Not all of us are talented. That's fine, but it's still fun. I can remember I had a business office in Japan, and I sent our head of engineering to Japan, and then I went back a month later, and I visited my colleagues there, and I said, "Well, how was Emmanuel in the karaoke salons?" And they said, "Well, he was fantastic except for 3 issues." And I said, "Well, what were those?" And they said, "Tone, rhythm, and volume." And so, of course, that's true of most of us, but it's still part of us. And it's a wonderful thing to be able to connect through people to people through this medium, because it's pretty safe. If I posted a photograph on the internet, I'm probably not going to share that with strangers. all share a song. And in fact, one of the interesting things about our network is that most of the people are strangers and they're connecting through music. On a typical day, we'll have a lot of Lionel Richie duets with women in Full Hajib in Indonesia with white guys in Kentucky who look like me. And that's very common.
The world is working together, loving each other, and at peace when you're at music. There's no way you can hurt each other when you're singing together.
So, but in any case, yeah, we're trying to learn more and apply science to this field to try to figure out how can we get more people creating, participating, discovering.
Well, it's been a beautiful journey to watch, and can we give you a round of applause for that sentiment? A STEM guy talking about STEAM.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate you being here. We're going to have Smule karaoke tonight.